Hello, I'm Jeff Patterson. In this double stick series, we're going to look at 12 different combinations, going to teach you how to flow with them, the basics of the combination, how to attack, how to strike, a little bit on the movement, and talk about a little bit of the martial applications. But mostly the goal of this video is to show you the patterns and to learn how to play them. Later videos we'll break it down and talk a little bit more detail about some of the different martial applications. So one of the nice things about this set is it's very progressive. So you'll notice that every series is kind of an addition to the previous technique, and so it makes it a little bit easier to memorize the set. Again, there's 12 in this series. So we're going to start with what we call solo kadena. So in solo kadena, we're going to start from this closed position, and I'm going to work a downward flowing strike, a downward flowing strike, and downward here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, these strikes could be all offense, attack, tack, tack, coming in here. This could be a defensive strike to the hand, step into the head, step into the forearm or the kick or whatever. There's a lot of different ways that you can apply. Each one of these strikes could be offensive or defensive. I could do this on a retreat, or I could do this on a charge or angle and move. So there's a lot of different ways we can put these patterns together. Another way I like to play this is to get the idea of the pattern and the movement, and this is kind of in close. If somebody's attacking here and I'm trying to stay off this way, is with a stiff wrist. So I can play here that same pattern. This is my solo kadena, but with a stiff wrist. So it's in close. Now, once I know how to do both of those, I might do a long strike, and then they come in with an attack, and I've got to do that close stiff wrist strike to get out of the way of that next attack. So they have different ways, again, with those two variations, that you can link those together. Now, this is all of this stuff that we've talked about so far is number one combination. Number two combination is the solo kadena with a Dubletti strike. When I say Dubletti strike, I mean double strike. So on the double strike, I could go to the head and to the head. This could be to the head and the elbow. This could be to the head and the knee. This could be to the hand and the head. So there's a lot of different ways that you can put this together. And so as we're going through these, try to just keep that present. So we're going to start the solo kadena with my Dubletti strike, and then I finish with the same pattern that we were doing on the solo kadena. Remember, we're on this one, we're going right, left, right, and on the left side, left, right, left. And every time you finish that pattern, you chamber on the other side. Now you notice when I'm flowing, I'm not really pausing in that chamber, but when you learn it, I recommend pausing here, getting comfortable with those three strikes, and coming back here, just be a little bit easier. So in number two, when we do our Dubletti, I do that first strike as a double, and now I'm back on the left side. My double strike, back on the right side. Number two, Dubletti kadena. Number three, Abeniko kadena. Again, we're keeping that same 6-count pattern with the flow here, but now we're, instead of the Dubletti strike on number one, we're going to add the Abeniko strike. So on this one, I'm going to slash with that number one, Abeniko, Abeniko, slash, and then I finish with the rest of my solo kadena. So slash, Abeniko, Abeniko, slash, finish with my solo kadena. Now I'm back on the right side. Now, you notice how in the beginning I said everything's very progressive. We learn the basic solo kadena, then number two, Dubletti, solo kadena. Number 3, Abeniko, solo kadena. Number 4, I'm just going to put the last two together, Dubletti and Abeniko, solo kadena. So on this one, I do my double strike, Abeniko, Abeniko slash, then I finish with my solo kadena. My double strike, Abeniko, Abeniko slash, solo kadena. All right, so that's the first 4. So again, there's many different variations and ways to put that together. Just memorize the patterns right now. We'll go into detail in some other applications and ways that you can use that for martial training and to get into some more drilling with a partner later on. So number 5. Number 5, we call it dos manos la bajas. There's usually when we teach this, we teach it with the hakbang pai was footwork first, so you get used to the side step. So the variation on the hakbang pai was that we're going to do is kind of like this. So we're at a 45-degree angle, but on the floor. So sometimes we'll have set the sticks down like this, and I'll come over to one side and I'll be on this angle. So my opponent is in front of me, right? So I step off to this angle and I'm at a 45-degree angle here. Then when I go to this side, I'm at a 45-degree angle here. Every time I move, I want to make sure that I don't come over here with my step and have my feet on the same line. I always want to keep my feet hip width. So even though I'm on an angle here, my feet are hip width, so I have that side-side stability. So with this striking pattern, we're going to use that footwork. So when I come off to the right, I'm going to slash, hit, slash, hit. This is number 1, dos manos la bajas. Now, this is a very practical combination. It's very simple, not a lot to remember, but this can be offense, 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 offense. This could be defense, offense, defense, defense, and that defense could be for any attack. It could be for a kick, a punch, a strike with a knife, a strike with a stick. There's a lot of ways to apply that. Number 6 is the same angling, the same basic pattern, but we're just going to put a Dubletti on it. So when we're here and we come off to the side, we're going to finish with our Tatsada strike and then Dubletti. Tatsada, Dubletti. And again, you could do that charging forward, charging back, any way you like. Number 7. Now, if you remember the first 4, the next 4 are pretty easy. We're just going to add a block, a fake, or a strike, a fake to their block, and then a counter strike. So from here is, say I feed a forehand strike, and my partner does a vertical block. When I see that strike come out to block, I'm not even going to wait until my stick hits his stick. But as soon as I see him start to block, I'm going to redondo and slash through his forearm. So his stick's over here like this, and I'm smashing his forearm. I come through here to hit, I see his block coming out, I hit here, and then I go solo kadena. 1, 2, solo kadena. 1, 2, solo kadena. 1, 2, solo kadena. Call this the Campbell 1, 2, 3. Next variation, so that was 7. Number 8, you probably guessed it by now. All we're going to do is add the Dubletti strike. So I'm still doing that strike fake, and then the redondo, and then Dubletti, solo kadena. Strike fake, redondo, Dubletti, solo kadena. 1, 2. Next variation, again, very simple. strike fake, redondo, Abeniko. Next one, number 9, put it together. 1, 2, Dubletti, Abeniko, finish with solo kadena. 1, 2, Dubletti, Abeniko, finish with my solo kadena. Basic. I'm going to go through these one more time at the end. I'm just going through it fast right now so you see the pattern. 11 is Tatsada, and this one is the thrusting. So we have our horizontal thrusts and our more vertical thrusts. When we're changing from one side to the other, I can twirl with the bottom hand or the top hand or both hands. So as you see me flowing here, I might twirl with this hand, or I come through with the other hand, or I go both hands. Number 12, there's 2 variations. We do the backhand side and the forehand side. So on the backhand side is a 7 count. On the forehand side, it's an 8 count. So when we do this one, you're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. So I block and then smash the hand. Hit, 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 hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Since this is a little complicated, I'm going to turn around so you can follow me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, redondo, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This side, so when we do the forehand side, I'll do it a couple times from the front and from the rear. It's an 8 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those last 2 are very fun to play, especially with a partner. I'll maybe have a video out in the next couple weeks to kind of show you how to train that with somebody else. But for now, just learn the patterns, learn how to use those going forward, back, left, and right, and just get familiar with the movements. And keep up with the training. If you have any questions, please shoot us a message below or on our private Facebook page if you're on there. And we will look forward to seeing you in the next one. Remember to keep up to date. We're trying to put out a video or 2 every week, just to give you guys some fresh content. If you have anything you'd like to see or any questions, please reach out and let us know again. And thanks for watching. We appreciate your time, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Maraming salamat po.